Well, a man who sued a Jesuit order for abuse he says he endured as a teenager at the hands of a priest is now talking about a recent settlement of that lawsuit. Neal Gumpel sued because he said the order did nothing to stop the priest. And as he tells News Center Maine's Pearl Small, after a long 16-year process, he hopes this settlement will have a public impact.
That individual, that kid, that nice 16-year-old kid who was a sweet kid and played music and was very well liked by people, he didn't come home.
The teenager in the photo is a young Neal Gumpel, taken around 1974, not long before Gumpel says he was brutally sexually abused by a priest, Father Roy Drake, with the New York Jesuit Society.
I became a jaded, dark person, and I struggle every day with not going, into darker places.
The assault happened near the Maine Maritime Academy, where Gumpel's brother was a student. He was there visiting. Father Drake was a teacher and offered his home up as a place for Gumpel to stay. But in the middle of the night, Gumpel says he was physically restrained and sexually assaulted.
The Jesuits knew what kind of person Father Roy Drake was, and they were covering up for him.
Attorney Mitchell Garabedian, who has worked with sexual abuse victims for decades, has been representing Gumpel for 16 years in their battle to get the New York Jesuit Society to take accountability. Garabedian says Drake was a serial abuser. At least one other victim has taken legal action. He also says his records show the Jesuit Society moved Drake to more than a dozen different schools during his career.
That is a red flag. That means, based on my decades of experience in these kinds of cases, that they knew there was a problem with him.
Recently, the fight concluded with a low six-figure settlement, which was only possible because New York extended the statute of limitations for child victims of sexual assault, something Gumpel believes should happen for victims in every state.
Their ability to come to terms with it and bring it out usually doesn't happen for decades. That's a statistic.
Gumpel says he was limited in New York because the assault didn't happen there. But if he had been able to bring the case in Maine, it might have gone further. A Maine law that would have eliminated the statute was passed, but then struck down this year by the state's Supreme Court.
It's happening around the country. It's being done. There's justice for victims, but not in Maine.
Whether in Maine or not, Gumpel hopes that justice continues. Pearl Small, News Center, Maine.
The New York province of the Society of Jesus, the Jesuit order Drake belonged to, has not yet returned any of our phone calls, emails, or requests for a comment.